it's Diamond, and today I am here to do a new series to my channel. This is going to be my advice column video series. So people like to ask me questions and people like to get advice from me. Why? I do not know, because I feel like I suck at giving advice. I never know what to say, but that doesn't stop people from asking me for advice on a daily basis. Even like friends. So I just decided to start doing these videos. It's just gonna be me giving you guys my honest advice and my honest opinion because you guys are asking me now. This is just a disclaimer. If you choose to send me advice, things you need advice on, questions, whatever, please know that I'm going to be very honest with you guys. If you guys watch my videos, my vlogs, my videos where I actually talk, y'all know how I am. So please, if you feel like you're gonna get offended or whatever about my honest opinion, don't even send in your question. Don't even waste your time. I will leave the email down below in the description box. If you guys want to send in things that you guys need advice on, you can feel free. It's gonna be in the description box down below. So I'm going to pick 5 questions per video. So that's how we're gonna do it. And yeah, so feel free to submit your questions for this new little series that we're doing. And you will remain anonymous, so everybody here is going to remain anonymous. So yeah, the first one is pretty long. So, hey Diamond, I've been following you on IG for a long time and am subscribed to your YouTube channel, and you're so beautiful, LOL. I really look up to you. Thanks, girl. I really want your advice on the situation I'm stuck in, LOL. Basically, I met this boy and we have been texting for a while, so I went out with him. The second time we hung out, we fucked. At the time, I really just wanted a friends with benefits, and so did he. And we made it clear that that was the extent of our relationship. Things were going really well for a couple months. I never caught feelings, and neither did he. We were really close friends and we had good sex. But after a while, he started saying stuff that made me think he liked me, such as, I want to marry you one day, you're having my babies, etc. After he would say stuff like that, I started thinking we were in a relationship without titles. I was dumb for not clearing it up, but I kept talking to him and fucking him, and he kept saying shit like that, and then I started to like him. One day on his snap, he put this thing and it said something like, I'm on my grind, I don't want no bullshit, I would need something real, blah blah blah. I ended up confronting him about it and telling him I liked him. He told me that the whole thing was about his ex because she just got a new boyfriend, and he said he was mad about it. So basically, the whole time he been stuck on her while saying all these bullshit ass comments to me. I'm so confused. Then a couple days ago he tweeted, when you meet a girl who gets you, it makes you want to cut everyone else off or something like that. And I know it's not about me. So I'm just really lost on what I should do. I know it's a lost cause to keep fucking him, but I really just want to be friends again. Should I even do that? Should I cease all contact? Should I just call him and get the closure I need? Or should I keep trying to make it work? Please help, LOL. Okay, so here is the problem with people thinking that they want to be in a friends with benefits type of relationship. Now, you have to have a certain mental going on to really be able to just be in a friends with benefits relationship, because the problem is 1 out of 2 of the people in the relationship, 9 times out of 10, is going to catch feelings, and the whole point of friends with benefits is to not catch feelings. Now, in this case, it seems like you thought he caught feelings, but I mean, it seemed like he was wrong. And since you thought he caught feelings, and instead of clearing it up like, nigga, like, my nigga, is you trying to date or something, you just started forming your own feelings of your own. So I think definitely at that point when he was making those comments, you should have clarified, either been like, look, slow down, like, you just a homie, or you should have been like, oh, are we moving towards something? I am a big fan of clarity. I like when people are very clear with me, because I want to know what's what and what it is and what it ain't. So I feel like you should have been clear with him right at that point. Either y'all were A or y'all were B. But see, that's when things get really confusing and really you know, you get in that gray area when you don't clarify as soon as shit starts happening. So then later you find out he was stuck on his ex the whole time. So then what, you feeling kind of dumb, and then you see that he's talking about some other girl on Twitter. So then it's like, okay, clearly he didn't have those feelings for you that you thought that he did, but now you've already caught feelings. Honestly, the just being friends thing is kind of out the window for me on my end, because you guys have already had sex, you guys have already like crossed that line. Basically, you have feelings. We don't know if he really had feelings or not, so it's kind of like, it's gonna be weird. That's me personally. I think it would be weird after, if you guys did try to do a friendship, I feel like it would eventually fail. So I mean, me personally, I would get a clear understanding of what the situation is. If he wants to have his girl, if he has a girl, whatever, then sure, maybe you guys can work it out and just be friends. If not, if you're not getting the answers that you want, like if you want to talk to him, you want to be something more than friends with benefits, and he's not giving that, then maybe it's time to say, you know, bye, okay, well, have a good one, and you just move on to the next. Like, if he's already talking about other females, it shouldn't be too hard for you to move on to the next, right? So yeah, so that's my advice for you. Hopefully that's a little helpful. So we're gonna move on to advice number 2. Hi, I'm 15 years old and a sophomore. The start of freshman year, I had 2 best friends, Sally and Sue. Me and Sally were really close, closer than me and Sue. Sally said we were friends with Sue because she was ugly and made us look good. I always knew that was wrong, but I never said anything, so Sally bullied Sue. During that summer, me and Sally were still close. One day, I was going on Sally's Instagram to see if she posted anything new. Sally had blocked me from everything, which was quite weird considering we went to the movies a few weeks ago. So when I saw her at school, I saw her and Sue just buddy-buddy and rolling their eyes at me. I'm left alone with no friends. What do I do? P.S. Love your channel. So Sally is fake because Sally is telling you that you're only friends with Sue because Sue's ugly and makes you guys look good. You're fake if you called Sue your best friend because somebody was talking shit about Sue and you didn't say nothing, so you're guilty by association. Sally's fake again for being buddy-buddy in Sue's face. So now you don't have any friends. Honestly, what I would do is approach. I'm very, like I said, I like clarity. So I would probably approach either Sally or Sue to see what the problem is. If you don't feel comfortable approaching Sally, because I mean, not to be rude, but it seems like she's the dominant head friend in this whole situation. If you don't feel comfortable with approaching Sally, I would approach Sue, see what the problem is, because 9 times out of 10, either A, Sally told Sue you was talking shit about her and that you called her the ugly one in the group and that's the only reason why y'all was friends with her, or B, Sally and Sue low-key been hella close the whole time and Sally was just trying to set you up and talking shit to Sue, to you, to see what you would say back so she could go run and tell Sue. So I would probably approach Sue and just, you know, see what the issue is. If you're worried about not having friends, I wouldn't be back friends with these 2. I'm not a fan of getting into little stupid altercations with my friends and then just being back buddy-buddy with them. If it's something stupid, if it can't be talked out, or if it's that serious that you have to block me or something, then we just don't need to be friends, and that's just going to be that. So that's me personally. I would say go talk to Sue about the situation, because I mean, I guess technically you didn't really do anything wrong. You was a little fake though, but I mean, Sally is the most fake in the situation if you want to think about it like that. So I would go try to talk to Sue and see what the issue is, and if there wasn't really any issue, I would tell Sue, like, look, you know, bring the receipts, like Sally was talking this and that about you, have a blessed day, and just go about your business and make some new friends. You're in high school, it's not that hard to make friends. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't be friends with them past high school either. Ask me how many people I'm friends with from high school. Right. So, next question. Hello, Dymond. About 3 months ago, I was in invited to go to some party that a girl from school was having. Now, I go to a school that's an hour away from my house, so to drive back and forth takes a lot. When I was approaching the house of the party, I received a text from someone saying that the host was no longer letting people in, but I witnessed them let a group of 10 in, so I took it personally and I got pissed. The group of girls I was with got very irritated since we had been looking forward to going, so one of the girls decided to call the cops. Being the semi-ruthless person I am, I did the dirty work. Long story short, the cops showed up, parents got called, and people got charged, mainly those who were already in legal trouble. My best friend went behind my back and snitched. We recently put this behind us and became friends again, and everyone found out I called. So I started getting a bunch of threatening texts. At school, everybody would scream narc. When I was also being attacked on Twitter, I deleted my Twitter and I've been living drama-free all summer. But I was on one of my friends' accounts when I learned that people have not let it go. I start school in a few weeks and don't know what to expect. I do have the option to switch schools. What would you do if you were me? Any piece of advice will do. Thanks. P.S. Sorry this is so long. Okay, so I was reading this. Like, when I read it the first time, I was like, OMG. So, let's start from the beginning. So, you went to a party, they text you and said nobody else was getting let in, and you saw them let other people in. So, my only thing is, let's start here. You don't necessarily know if those people was already in the party, went to their car or something, and went back in. That's first of all. So you took it personally and you got mad, which to me, I'm going to be honest, is kind of stupid. It's a party. When people don't want their house to be overcrowded, when people don't want it to get too out of control so the police don't get called, they stop letting people in. It is what it is. Like, it sucks that you have driven an hour or however long you had drove. It sucks everybody had got irritated, but I mean, sometimes it be like that and you find another move and you move on. So the fact that you called the police, I don't fuck with that, because, and you also said that people got charged. So listen, if I found out that you called the police on my party and people got charged and then they find out it's you, I found out it's you, I'm ready to fight. If I got charged because you called the police because you didn't get us to my party, I'm gonna be ready to fight too. I don't Twitter beef. So, you know, I'm not going to get on Twitter and then be talking all crazy, but I might come up to you and we might have to run that, because that's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. The whole calling the police thing, that's just ridiculous. Of course, that's probably why she stopped letting people in, because she didn't want the police to get called, and then you go and call the police just because you couldn't get into the party. Like, I'm sorry. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that at all. So, I mean, okay, so then it gets better that your best friend goes and tells people that you actually called the police and you end up being back friends with her. So I feel like that's stupid. Why? She snitched on you and is getting you all ridiculed or whatever, to where you had to delete one of your social media accounts and you go back and be friends with her. I feel like that's stupid. So this is 2 strikes of stupidity so far. And now you're worried about when you have to go back to school. Honestly, I really don't have any advice for you. I cannot even relate to this at all, to even put myself in your shoes to give you any advice. I'm sorry. If somebody called the police on my party, I would be pissed. If people got charged because somebody was salty that they didn't get into my party and all that, I would be pissed. You got back friends with your best friend after she snitched on you, which is actually what's causing you all this, and you end up being back friends with her. So to me, the whole thing is like stupid. I'm sorry. I don't have any legitimate advice for you except for don't ever do no weak ass shit like that again. That's some stupid ass shit to do. And hopefully you learn the lesson from this. And if it really gets that serious, go ahead and switch schools, because I would probably be hella mad too. So yeah, that's my advice for you. Don't ever do that shit again. Hey Dymond, I'm 16 years old, and although I am young, I am in love with an ain't shit ass boy. I have been involved with this boy since I was in 7th grade, and now I am a junior. I want so desperately to be with the boy, but the problem is he keeps making me wait. He wants me to stay loyal to him, no dating other guys or anything, while he dates every hood rat / thought in Vegas. By the way, he is having sex with these bitches. Yo, and they be ugly as hell. I'm no hater. I give props where it's due, but ain't no props well deserved in this situation. To be honest, this has gotten me down for some time. I feel ugly and not good enough, so it's hard for me to put myself out there. But when I do try to move on, he says or does something that makes me think me and him have a chance of being together without all the bullshit. Then he asks me to wait for him again. Tell me what I have to do to make him mine, or tell me how to move on from him, please. So let's start with, first of all, you said, tell me how to make him mine. That's where you went wrong. I understand you love, but if you've been involved or in love with the same person 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th for like 4 going on 5 years, and y'all still haven't been able to make it work, it's really time to call it quits, to be honest. If you said he's fucking around with other girls and making you wait, he's really just putting you on the back burner so that he has something to fall back on. Honestly, you're just probably more like a side bitch to him. Like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with all these girls, but I always have this one girl to go back to whenever I'm done fucking with these other girls. I'm assuming, since it's been so long, that you guys have sex, and you're saying he's having sex with all these other people, but he doesn't want you to have sex with anybody. And you guys aren't even in a relationship. I could see if, you know, he was calling you boyfriend and girlfriend, and, you know, maybe he was doing some shit. But, I mean, it seems like from what you said that he doesn't claim you, and you guys have no title, you guys have nothing there, but he just goes around and does him and tells you not to do you, and you just listen. So I would definitely say move on. I guess it's easier said than done. This situation really sounds all bad to me. I mean, you're saying you guys have nothing, basically, no title or no type of real relationship, and he's dating and having sex with other people, but he just tells you to wait. But it's already been 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. So are you supposed to wait for the rest of your life? I don't know. I wouldn't have waited that long. I think you've already wasted too much of your time. You're young, first of all. Nobody needs to be in that committed of a relationship when you're in middle school, high school. Sorry. I know some people are like, yeah, you know, high school sweetheart. Yeah, but, you know, you need to, like, be able to do you and, you know, talk to hella people and just chill and be single. Honestly, I think you should get away from that situation if possible. I can't really say how. I don't know. I think the easiest way is just full cut off. Like, you gotta completely go like numb. Like, and if you can't stop yourself from talking to somebody, then that's what the block feature is for. So then you won't even think about it. Honestly, when you block somebody and they can't like hit you up, for me anyway, I don't even think about it. Like, I forget they're even blocked. So I'll say that. I don't know. I would not even consider getting him or making him yours like an option. Like, to me, that's not even an option. You just need to move on and let it go and fuck what he's talking about, because he's been saying the same thing for years. So, you know, how likely is it for it to happen, especially anytime soon? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so there's that. So there's a select few females from back home that have always disliked me and seem to always find a way to send negative vibes, even though we don't live in the same state anymore. In the past, I've deleted my Instagram account and just stayed with the basics like Snapchat and Twitter because I wanted a fresh start. But recently, I had the urge to start posting on Instagram again, but that seems to be impossible because every time I make a new Instagram account, these girls find a way to say negative or post negative things about me, which I feel gives my name bad exposure on account of them just wanting to bring me down. I started up and deleted 2 Instagram accounts because of this negativity, and they always seem to bring me down. I now just want your advice on how to handle it, because you seem pretty good with staying positive and not letting negativity from other people get to you. Much love. XOXO. Okay, so what is with you guys deleting your social media accounts to try to get away from people? Like, honestly, that to me, that is so like pussy. Like, that's so scary. You cannot, delete your whole account on account of a couple of people. Do you guys know that that sounds so stupid to me? You know how many times I would have had to delete and restart my YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter? You know how many times I would have had to redo it if I deleted it every time somebody brought negative, you know, attention my way, or anytime somebody brought negative vibes my way? Like, it would be a lot. So I feel like, first of all, you guys need to stop deleting your accounts because motherfuckers is trying to fuck with you. Like, that is weak to me, and that's been a little trend in these couple emails that I've gotten. Stop trying to run away from it. It's not gonna go away because you delete your account. They have control over you if they're making you delete your account. Do you understand that? Because you're so afraid or whatever of what they're gonna say or what they're gonna post that you delete your entire account? No. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that, because that doesn't really fix anything. That just kind of puts a band-aid on the problem. And then what, like you said, you want to start getting back on Instagram again, but you feel like you can't. Like, that's giving them way too much control over you, honestly. So that's first of all. Second of all, you can't control anybody but yourself. So you can't make somebody stop hating on you, or you can't make somebody stop being negative towards you. You can only control yourself. So you can only control what you feel and like what you let in. If you let that negativity in, you're just gonna be down, and I guess you're just never gonna have an Instagram if that's the case. But I mean, honestly, it's kind of like, who cares? Like, you know, block the accounts. It's Instagram. It's technology. Like, there's so many other things you can do besides deleting your whole account. You can block the accounts. Honestly, I don't know about anywhere else or anybody else, but if I see somebody taking their time out to constantly post or constantly comment on people that they so-called don't like because they keep commenting in a negative way, I feel like they must be their biggest fan, because they steady doing it. They're steady taking out their time. So I mean, that's how I think of it. That's how I think of everything. Honestly, stop deleting y'all accounts because people don't like you. You're just giving them power over you and over your social media account. It's not their social media account, it's your social media account. So why are you deleting it because they don't like you? It's their problem, it's not your problem. So that's first of all. It irks me when people delete their social media because of one person or a couple people. No, you don't. It's your social media. It's your account. Why are you deleting it? Are you scared? To me, that means you're scared. That's like a pussy thing to me. Don't be a pussy. You better stand up and block bitches, or maybe not. I don't know. Some people don't believe in blocking. I do. I block all day. You better block bitches and keep pushing, keep moving about your day. You said you live in a different state than these people. So all they can do is talk about you on social media, and all you gotta do is block it or not look at it. Which I'm not even gonna say not look at it, but don't give it energy. Even if you do look at it, you get mad, whatever, you call up your best friend, your nigga, your mama, whoever you talk to, you know, talk wise to them, okay, and then don't even address it. Don't even address it. But you deleting your Instagram makes them feel like they won. Children, stop deleting your Instagram accounts because people are messing with you. That does not do a thing except make them feel like they have that power over you. And you giving them the power. You might as well give them the damn password to your Instagram. Don't even delete it. Don't even delete it. Just give them the password to your Instagram. Same effect, literally. So that was the last question I'm gonna do. Hopefully that was 5. I'm pretty sure it was 5. So yeah, like I said, the email address will be down in the description box in case you guys would like to get some advice from dear old Dymond. And yeah. Oh, maybe that's a good thing for it. Dear Dymond. That's the name of this series. This series is called Dear Dymond. So when you guys write me emails, make sure you put Dear Dymond, so I know that you're writing me an email for this series. Cool. I just thought about that. I just thought of that. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys like this new series that I'm doing, please leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.